Hello! First day of Streamathon! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Birthday Streamathon is on, and to celebrate, I am going to finally play my first dating sim on the channel. Woo! I'm so excited. We're going to be playing the KFC official dating sim, I Love You, Colonel Sanders. But first, up at the top, I have a couple of announcements. First one is new emotes. I have new emotes. I have a couple in there. I haven't unlocked like a bunch of slots for them yet. So we only have a few to start with, and that includes, we do have some for each tier of subscribers as well. So very exciting, cute little emotes in there. Yeah, I'm doing a marathon stream. It technically started last night, but this is the first official day because last night was like a random stream that I decided to do. So, tonight is the first night of a 9-day, 9-game marathon stream. So every night or day, I don't know, the times are going to be random, but every day I'm going to be playing a different game so that I can see what I like doing on the channel and stuff. Also, welcome in. So yes, new emotes, marathon stream. Another small thing is I don't have my channel point redeems on today because I was trying to set up my dailies and I messed it up again, and I had to like delete all of my channel point redeems, so they're all gone. So sorry about the channel point redeems. You'll still be getting channel points for watching, but you won't be able to redeem them until tomorrow when I fix it. But that's okay, I think. What else? Oh, we have a new command. Thank you to my chat for suggesting this one. So if you're having fun, you can use the fun command and you can tell me you're having fun. What else? I think that's it. The channel point redeems is the worst part. I'm sorry about that. I will try to fix that by tomorrow's stream. Sounds like a very busy week. Yeah, not too bad though, because the whole reason I'm doing it is because I do have time off of work. So I'm trying to use that as an excuse to have my little streamathon for my birthday. So yeah, I'm thinking that I Love You, Colonel Sanders is going to be very fun, very silly. I think it's a good vibe for the first dating sim on the channel. It is free to play, so if you have Steam, you can download it. I think it might be like on Mac. I'm not positive though. But yeah. So I think that's it. I don't really know what to expect with I Love You, Colonel Sanders, so we'll see how that goes. And I don't know. I'm hoping it's fun. Let's do it. I think we can get right into it. I don't think I have anything else to say. This is what it looks like. It's so funny. It's so cute. I have to turn on the game audio, so let me do that. Hi Bearcat, what's up? I got to start a little early. I started at 6 on the dot. I was so happy, but I want to try to finish this all in one sitting, so that's why I started early. So I'm excited. Things you missed, Bearcat. Actually, hold on, let me go back to regular cam. Things you missed. No channel points today. I took them all down to try to fix the ones that were broken and did not fix them, and they're not back up. So you're getting channel points. You can't redeem them until tomorrow when I fix it. First official day of Streamathon, you knew that. New fun command, which Jared just used. Thank you. Hi, Jared. Woohoo! Bearcat! Thank you. That was my next thing. We have new emotes. So yeah, if you want to sub, we do have some exciting new emotes. I'd love to make an alert, but that was another thing that I couldn't get to work correctly. So thank you for subscribing. That was so sweet of you, and enjoy your emotes. And there are some fun animated ones too, which are so cute. I think so, at least. Thank you so much. That was so nice. Happy birthday to me, Bearcat. We are going to try, as I was saying, to play I Love You, Colonel Sanders all in one sitting. I looked at how long to beat. It said 2 to 3 hours, and it's just a dating sim, so it's not like skill based, so I think I'll be able to do it. You like them? I'm glad you think they're cute. I love owls, so I looked for some cute owl ones. Because owls are so adorable, let's be real. Also, thanks for the shout as always. Of course, of course. Yeah, guys, if you haven't listened to Play Along podcast before, you need to. Just saying. I don't make the rules. They're playing 3000 Times Resist right now, so definitely go check out those episodes, because the second one's out right now, right? Or were you just announcing it? Or is it out already? The one with DJ Stormageddon, which is going to be so fun. I love them. So, and Bearcat's on a stream streak. Thank you for streaking. And guys, thanks for using the emotes. They look so cute in the chat. I'm so excited about them. Okay, let me see if I can fix this audio. And tell me if it is too loud or anything. I will, of course, fix it. But this is so silly so far. The episode with Matt is out now. Perfect. Little loud, little loud. Got it. Thank you. Let's see. Better? Little loud. Okay. Did the music stop? Better? Okay, perfect. Okay, I can't wait to listen to the episode with Matt. It says continue, but I never started this. But you guys should have seen like the like loading screen for this was so silly. I think this is gonna be a really funny time. So see, like this is so silly. So I'm ready for this. You sleep softly as the morning oh wait, also before I start, how's everybody's day? I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Personally, I had my first day of vacation. I went to the dentist. They said my teeth looked perfect. Thank you. So that was a relief because I hate going to the dentist and I was scared. I took a 2-hour nap. I worked on stream stuff. All of it was unsuccessful except the emotes. And now I'm here. Overall, that day works for me. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. And I hope you all had a good day so far. Okay. This looks like it's going to be so funny. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Student? Okay, we're a student. Volume could go down a tiny bit. Okay. I'm going to do it from here. Thank you, Jared. Oh, yes, this is why. That would be because it's all the way up on here. Hopefully that is better, but let me know if it's not. I'll fix it again. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever, or you could wake up. Now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. It's already 6 a.m. here, and I'm still awake. You never went to bed? Go to sleep. You don't have to be here. You're welcome to stay, but please get some sleep if you need it. And thank you guys for the volume check. Culinary school. Smack that clock. Up and at 'em. Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. No, up and at 'em. We got cuties to meet. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. I want to say you'll need to take this seriously, but realistically, I would do the second one, so I'm saying daydreaming. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Ooh, a biscuit. Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. That looks good. That looks good. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. A biscuit sounds so incredible right now. Like one of those flaky ones that you like rip off like layer by layer and you eat it with like vegetable soup. I could go for that right now. Or Chipotle. I really want Chipotle. Maybe I should say that louder and it'll magically get ordered by the time I'm done here. Wait, why is this kind of pretty? I wasn't expecting the I Love You Colonel Sanders backgrounds to go so hard. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. I need to stop sitting in such weird positions when I stream because I get off stream and I'm like, why does my back feel like that? Watching you play this is gonna make me hungry. It's gonna make me hungry. Good thing I'll be having dinner after this, so. This game might steer my cravings for dinner. Oh, you can't hit enter for this? Okay. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person we've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Her hair is so cute. Good morning, Kay. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's that? It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? I can't believe KFC made this game. Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box. It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day-only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Okay, so we have 3 days to make someone love us, I think, is what I'm gathering from this. A sweet girl, is Miriam one of the dateables, do you think? I didn't look up anything about this. I'm going in blind. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? I think I'm gonna pep talk her. I'm also going in blind to watch this, to watch along. Okay, we'll see how it goes. What is this? Should we click this little... I see. Good to know. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was sweet. And she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Okay, so she wants it to date a guy. So I don't think, well, actually they didn't ask me to identify myself. So maybe And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. She's so real for that. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hand onto the ground. Hey, it's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. She's super cute. Hello, I think it's supposed to be Ashley, but the E is making me want to say Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Kay's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Babe alert! Bearcat is always in chat when the babes arrive. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. I don't know why I thought this was just going to feature Colonel Sanders. I'm wondering, like, he better show up. I have a bad feeling he's gonna be our teacher, though, like our professor. I'm gonna ignore that feeling, but I think it's correct. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van, you ring. Oh! Hottie alert! Ooh! You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van has been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy, I love that they say the full name every time, would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now, or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to you. Is this a baby? I think it's broken. The little ghost. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you? JoJo vibes. I was gonna say that. Tagging myself as this kid. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Is this gonna be Colonel Sanders' kid? Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi Pop, I'm Kay, so are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of class. Adorable. So that's not Colonel Sanders. This is just like Wicked. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? Wait, never mind, tagging myself as Sprinkles. You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Aw, he's so cute when he's like this. Okay, wait, Corgi with a spatula. This game is crazy, you guys. I can't believe it's KFC official. I can't believe that's like, that they really decided to do this. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. Woof indeed. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. I'm taking another screenshot of this. Is that Colonel Sanders, and why is he like... why does he have like a swimmer's body? It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Oh, so it's not? I don't know. Colonel Sanders... Oh, it is. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. I forgot that me streaming a dating sim was gonna be basically me reading you guys a bedtime story. Kadar Blossom! Wow, wow, wow. Hold on. I need to remember to start doing this. Woohoo! Oop. Yeah! It worked! Yay! Oh, Bearcat, you're in trouble. Professor Sprinkles. I know, I feel like I just saw all you guys. I was so happy that I wasn't gonna miss much of Egg's stream because I had to exit the building. Oh, there we go. Right as she was ending. Yeah, welcome in everyone. Thanks for being here. First dating sim vibes on the channel. I mean, I've definitely played a dating sim, but first dating sim on the channel, finally. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Wait, yeah, before you cook dinner, look at this hottie on the left. Her name is Ashley, with extra letters. Have fun cooking dinner, and have a good lurk. Wish I was having KFC, though. Ayo and amen. I think we all do now. Oh, wait, no. And also look at the hottie on the right. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. His name is Van Van. He's super beautiful and hot, and I like what I'm seeing. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm loving this duo. I love that their outfits like kind of go together, like the colors, and I just love them, and I kind of want them both. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits melt into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. I love that she's like this. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Kay sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Guys, I do think we're gonna get the opportunity to smooch Miriam. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands right before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Well, I'm gonna refuse it. I'm not gonna put my sweat on his handkerchief and then give it to him. You feel horrified that your first interaction with Colonel Sanders is centered around the fact that you're a sweaty mess. No thanks, this is actually on purpose. It's an old family secret to keeping our skin soft and healthy. That's like the worst way to go about that, I feel. Like, you could have said almost anything else, but yeah, worse, yeah. You wave his hand away and quickly wipe your face with your apron instead. I think I'm off to a questionable start. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world, the birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable, tiny food. Fumbled the bag. Yeah. Yep. Yes, I did. Wait, who is that back there in the left? That picture. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss Quiet. Who is this guy? Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. I thought this was a 3-day school. By the way, everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? It's kind of killing me that a bunch of the people are in like different art styles, Loki. You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Stop it! Clank! The class bursts into laughter. Clank is so adorable. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. I woke up and I got back-to-back roasted for the last, 20 minutes. What is happening? You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Well, I'm assuming I should pick chicken snack. KFC, you know? You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. Yes, his favorite! Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for a new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. And that's true. Settle down, young chefs, take your seats, and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey Kay, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. 2 good options, but which will you choose? Well, I can't just ditch Miriam for this random guy who said I could wipe my sweat off with his handkerchief. That would be so rude. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders. He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I have a feeling I'm going to be single at the end of this dating sim. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. Yeah, I guess later in the semester is like tomorrow. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. He should have said pup quiz. Yay, a quiz about me. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Okay. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree as chickens is to feather. That's right. Okay, good. How embarrassing would it be if I got some of these wrong? What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, or a spork? I want to say comically oversized fork, but they made a spork joke earlier, so I know that that's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat? A pancake that looks like a silly face, or anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. See, I want to say pancake. Wait, speaking of food, wait, can I tell you guys what I've been eating? Okay, there is this new bread we got, and I bought it immediately as soon as I saw it on the shelf. It is a Hawaiian sourdough. It's so good. It's like the size of a sourdough loaf, because you know how like regular bread is like this big and then sourdough is usually like shaped like this. Okay, it's shaped like that, but it's, instead of being like kind of like dense, and how like sourdough doesn't really like, if you buy the pre-sliced one, you know how you like squish it and it doesn't like squish up so easily. So it's like, it's more like Hawaiian bread in that it is like more fluffy and squishy, but then it still kind of tastes like a sourdough, but it's like a little sweeter, and it's so good that then after I bought it one time, I went back and I bought 2 more loaves, and this morning, maybe yesterday morning, I had it toasted with butter. Oh my god. I've been eating it just raw up until yesterday because it's so good already. I just can't. It's so good. I actually have the wrapper next to me because I just ate some before I hit start, but look, see? Hawaiian sourdough artisan bread. Hopefully you guys can read that. Like, stop. It's so good. Okay, back into my little trash can. It's amazing. I'm trying to think. It would be really good for certain sandwiches. I don't know what sandwiches, but yeah, exactly. Sweeter sourdough mixed Hawaiian roll. Exactly. But it's like shaped like the sourdough and has like the same like how sourdough has like that like airy bubbles in there. It still has that, but it's like softer and fluffier, and it's probably the most perfect thing I've ever eaten, and I feel like you could do a lot with it, but then I'm like not really creative with food, so I literally have just been eating it out of the bag. You guys need to try it if you can find it. Anyway, that was my tangent because I can't stop thinking about that bread. I'm gonna say the top option. Oh, good, it was right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He is the best boy. That's right. Yep. Your total score is a perfect 5 out of 5. Wow, be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Kay, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Perfect, that's good, because now, see, I didn't have to make my best friend sad, and he's still impressed. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Sorry that you can hear the, screenshot noise every 4 seconds. Perfect, flawless execution, except for that bit where I didn't let him wipe my sweat. But, you know. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? See what I mean? Like, the 3 of them look so drastically different. It's so funny. No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, it's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Everyone cheers just because he said it's about lunch. That's so funny. They're real for that. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. I'm sorry, I'm screenshotting again. This is so funny, and that looks so good. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. That sounds really good. I haven't even been eating meat lately, but that's like, I can like smell it, and it sounds so good. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stuff. Oh wait, I called this in the upper left, that button, this button. I called that popcorn earlier, and I'm realizing it's obviously a fucking bucket of chicken. That's so funny. Whoops. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. I'm screaming at me calling it a popcorn bucket. KFC knew what they were doing with this game. This is essentially a KFC ad and everyone's going to want some after playing. Literally. Literally. I haven't like been wanting chicken at all lately, and now I want some. Cecily, hi! How's it going? I'm so glad you're finally catching a stream. Welcome in. That's so nice of you, thanks. Popcorn chicken is a thing. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I said, popcorn chicken. That's literally what I said, so. Nommers is having fun. Thanks, Nommers. I saw you test that out earlier when I was fake micro streaming. I need to make that an alias, I guess. Love it here. Cecily, have you played this game? This game is hilarious. I'm having so much fun with it so far. It's so silly. I've been wanting to play it for a long time. And I don't know. I have more fun with stuff on stream. Micro streaming is such a power move. I just have to keep you guys on your toes. I just wanted to know, like, if anybody would, like, catch on. If anybody would, like, see that I was streaming. I was testing to make sure you guys had your notifications on, you know. I've watched Egg play it years ago. Egg played it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to ask her how she liked it. It's so silly. It's, like, weirdly well done, too. Like, I don't know. When I heard KFC made a little ad, dating sim, I was like, okay. I don't know. I just thought it was gonna be kind of stupid, but not in like the fun way. Also, guys, drinking my water just reminded me, I genuinely came this close to not even being able to have a streamathon because I almost spilled an entire cup of orange juice on my laptop earlier. And I have a rule for myself, like even when I'm streaming, I put my water bottle on the floor next to me or on like a different little thing that I have here, like my nightstand. But, okay. My laptop was on the table from me working on the emotes and stuff, or working on getting the emotes uploaded and stuff. And then I was like bringing my quesadilla and my orange juice in, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put them down and immediately move my laptop so that I can't spill the orange juice on it. And I think me thinking that psyched myself out because then I immediately spilled the orange juice. But I have like a tray thing that I have like a plant and my remotes on, and it caught all the orange juice. And I like immediately moved my laptop, and also somehow didn't get it on the PlayStation controller that was like, because the PlayStation controller wasn't in the thing where it was supposed to be. It was like on the side of the table. It was an extremely close call, and I was not finding it funny. I had like a moment of silence for a second after that. This is such an egg game. Yeah, I wish that I saw that. Oh my gosh. Micro streaming is such a vibe, very inspirational. Thank you. It's a new thing people are doing. So, this is for sure an egg game. I need to go back and see her playthrough of this. Yeah, I wonder if she has it anywhere. I should watch it too. We should all watch it. Disaster averted. No, seriously, do you know how pissed I've had this for like a month, and that's it. I would have been so upset. I'm glad your laptop made it through. Namers, subscribed at tier 1. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's so sweet. Thank you. I mean, not. I can tell you that Egg saves all her VODs. Oh, really? Oh, don't ask how I know that. Wait. I'm gonna have to ask her to go back in the archives. We're gonna have to all collectively pressure her into going into the archives because I need to see that. Okay, what's he saying? What's this chicken hottie saying to me? For years I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. I don't know how long she keeps them. Okay, well, I'm gonna find that out. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Okay, hotties. Anybody in chat who haven't seen these hotties, check it out, check it out. Hottie alert. But if she has that one, I can edit it down for everybody. Oh, that's so nice of you. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of these ingredients is poison. Got him. Hottie alert. Guys, I just want to stay on this screen. Let's just stare at him. He's so beautiful. Hottie alert. I need to have a like a sound alert that just says Hottie alert. You know? Yes, I need to wait, exclamation point hottie is so funny. I'm doing that. I'll have that added by tomorrow because that's hilarious. Exclamation point hottie. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. Wait, what if I had a hottie counter? What should I make the hottie alert say? I love that idea. I have follow-up questions. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Sorry, I had to like buffer when I read that because I forgot what zinger meant. I haven't heard anybody say that in years. It's a Squidward sound! Wait. I love that idea. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Do I have to date Colonel Sanders, or if she's into him, does that mean her little friend is available? I think he's wearing a studded belt too. I love a man with a studded belt and makeup. Hang on, I have a terrible idea. Nommers, I'm scared. Date them all. Date them all. You're so right. I do a run and date every single person. I did that with the game Best Friend Forever, which I also want to play on stream eventually, but also everybody hates that game, so I kind of feel like it'll be like boring for everybody to watch, but I personally love that game. I gotta disappear for a bit to work on it, BRB. Nommers, that is so funny. Have fun. Can't wait to see what you're doing. Exactly, why choose? Nommers is on an ominous side quest, and that's a fact. That is so vague. Gotta disappear for a bit. I'm working on something. I really want to play Hatoful Boyfriend too, but I listened to Jared's episode on the Date With Us podcast, and it sounds more serious than I was expecting. So, hi Emma, good, how are you? Welcome in. So nice to have you back. How is your Wednesday going? I keep having to remember what day of the week it is. I hope you're having a good day. Love dating burbs. To each their own. Well, Van Van the Man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. Okay, it gets wildly dark. Yeah, I still need to listen to the holiday episode, but I listened through that and I was like, oh, that's not what I was expecting from it, you know? I thought it was gonna be like silly and you pick which bird you think is like funniest, and that wasn't at all the vibe I was getting from your conversation, but I did love your conversation about it. So what's the stream about today? So, I'm so glad you asked, and I'm glad that you're having a good day so far. This is I Love You, Colonel Sanders, and it is the official KFC dating sim that they released a while ago. I don't know when they released it, but they released it a while back. And we're playing through it, and we're trying to figure out if you can only date Colonel Sanders, if you can, or if you can choose from the hotties that they've presented to you. The holiday episode is more whimsical, but still has its moments. I don't know why I haven't like had time to listen to that yet. I think obviously because it came out like actually like overlapping the holidays, I'm pretty sure, so I still need to listen. But yeah, I'm excited to listen to that one because I am wondering about that. Like I want to see if it gets as dark. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Why doesn't he want to love Colonel Sanders and his chicken? Don't worry, it doesn't work. Oh, Nommers, no! You can send me your idea. Well, if it's Twitch related. If it's like something you actually have to know how to use the computer for, I fear I'm lost with that one. I'm so sorry. I can't even figure out how to set up my... It was a little too unhinged. I'm so curious about this. I can't even figure out how to set up my daily star counter. So cutie, I forget your name. My name is Kay. But you can call me almost anything and I won't get very pressed about it. Okay, well now I need to know. Yeah, exactly. Easy now, there is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. Wait, can I zoom? Guys, please look at her, the girl on the left, Ashley with extra letters. Her thigh highs have little chicken cutouts. Kate, oh, we do have a Kate somewhere in chat, I think, if she's still here. But my name is K-A-Y. Sorry, I know it's probably not so easy to distinguish on here. No ways. That is you. Cosplay for PAX. Dave? Why is Colonel Sanders on my screen? Hi, Dave. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for coming in. What do you mean, why is Colonel Sanders? Don't even pay attention to Colonel Sanders. Look at Van Van, the Man. Dave, are you going to PAX? I forget. And is Bearcat telling you that that's who you're dressing up as, Ashley with extra letters? Don't pretend he isn't always on your screen, Dave. Please be for real. We know you play this game back to back. No, you, me? Oh, I'll do it. Bearcat said we're getting you some chicken, some but now that you mention it. I'm getting some chicken cutout thigh highs. I'm going to freeze my butt off because it'll be Boston in March. I'm willing. I'm ready and willing and able. Get a group of people to cosplay as the Colonel. Wait, somebody needs to be Van Van the Man. Yes, I'll be there, and I don't know what all I'll be signed up for, mostly by Bearcat at this point. Don't worry, you don't need to know. Bearcat will be keeping track. You're good. Don't even worry about it. I'll do it. I volunteer as tribute. You'll need the studded belt. I actually have one. I'll send it to you if you need to borrow it. You'll need to find a way to shape your hair into a star. I suppose that would be a wig. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot wigs exist, so you probably don't actually need to shape your hair into a star. I feel like that would be difficult. We also need to get you this cute cutout top, which I'm loving. And fingerless gloves. So honorable, Jared. Thank you for your service. Seriously. And I appreciate the dedication. I do. I appreciate that. Oh, that's perfect. Now I have braids, so I'll have my barber braid my hair into a star. Perfect. So you've got it all set up. Yep, let me know if you need that studded belt. Dave, you're off the hook this time. Maybe Dave can dress up as Miriam. Who else is there? The puppy. You could dress up as the puppy teacher. Easy now. Oh, I read that already. Dave the dog. Huh? You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, or swim towards the light. Any votes, guys? I'm leaning toward this or this. Swim? Middle for actually trying swim for fun. I kind of want to swim toward the light. Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense, you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach toward the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer, closer, until your fingertip connects with the end of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no K now. There is only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. Game over? No, no. I didn't know you could get a game over. Okay. But it doesn't start, it starts you, okay, back at the beginning of this. So we can just, oh wait, you can fast forward. Oh, I love when they let you fast forward. That's awesome. That's my bad. After some digging, I found some clips from the February 2022 egg stream of this game. Oh, so it has been out for a while. Okay. So we'll do savor the moment. No swim. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Okay. I had no idea you could get a game over in this game. That is so funny. For a man? Relatable. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Can I also say, I wouldn't really expect like a fast food restaurant's dating sim to be accepting enough to involve somebody like Van Van the Man Man. And I don't know if that makes sense. Like maybe that's like just me having like not high expectations, but he's kind of like, well, like you said, he's kind of like JoJo's ish, you know? And I would kind of think they'd be like, no, get that out. I don't know why. I don't know why I think that. Maybe it's because it's like a southern like food chain, right? Isn't KFC like southern? They really went off with this. They did. KFC breaking stereotypes, which is like I wouldn't really believe you if you said that, you know what I mean? Colonel. Just calling him Colonel is so funny. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time. as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. What is he holding? It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but that doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to be persistent. Okay, goal is still capitalism, even amongst the hotties. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use redacted. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Redacted? Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Personally, I would go with be modest but thoughtful. But I feel like wow him with a big idea might be a good idea. But also I feel like the pitch to add an additional ingredient might piss him off. I think I'm gonna do the last one. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. It worked. I got hearts. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Kay. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I'm not Southern, for some reason. I traveled to go to this 3-day school. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into a massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. I just like the way this kitchen looks. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. Dave, this is the dog. If you're still here and you were wondering. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders? It didn't give me an option this time. I wouldn't have done that. Why can't I hang out with my friend? Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear? No, she has tears. I don't like this.
Aww.
No. He's preparing our counter. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Pop and Clank. Oh my, 2 potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Clank. Obviously Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. Yeah, they didn't even give me an option. What was that? It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. No, Namers, I want to know. Now for a new idea. Clank is so adorable. Hold on there, fellow. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a phase, but there's something charming and earnest about him. I love him, personally. Bzz. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. That's so cute. Sorry, it sounded like I said infection. Affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Okay, good. Good. She likes Clank. She's having a good time with her new friend. I still have a stomachache about it. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish, divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. That's gotta be the right answer. Yes! I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting, maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please. No, no, please. Let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Ashley, don't be like this. Ashley, don't be like this. We could just kiss instead, for real. Like, please, this is so unnecessary. Did someone call for me? Yes. Ugh, no, jeez, Van. Well, I'm over here crushing Kay's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Wait, his shirt is like... I don't know how I didn't realize this before because so is hers. They're like altered chef coats, you know, with the buttons and everything. You guys probably already realized that. I was looking at a lot of things. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Kay was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. As a former chef, we wore t-shirts. That's funny. The background music, I know. Oh my gosh, Jared, if you play Date With Us, you're gonna love Shadow Lord 420's song that he plays. I was so obsessed with it for a while. After I first heard it, I literally downloaded it to Spotify and listened to it like over and over and over again. Like, yeah, what did I say? Date everything? What did I say? I'm scared for what I actually said. Date With Us? No, I said Date With Us, right? I was thinking about the podcast. If you play Date Everything is what I meant to say. Thank you. No, it was the Shadow Lord 420. Yeah. What about it? No, I'm just kidding. One of the people on there is called... Well, not people. Okay, spoilers for Date Everything if you don't want to hear it. One of the dateables is a shadow, and his name is XX Shadow Lord 420 XX. I think there are like underscores, like it's like XX underscore Shadow Lord 420 underscore XX. No, that's what it is. Nommers. Yes, thank you. And I can like send you the link to the song, but the song that plays when you talk to him is so fun. It's awesome. It's only like a minute and a half or 2 minutes long or something, and I played it on a loop for like 3 days after I first heard it. It's so funny, and I immediately romanced him. He was a fun romanceable, but yeah, when I saw him I was like, but then yeah, you know, because when you see him at first it's a little different, but I was like, this guy rocks. And then I loved him so much I followed the voice actor on Instagram, and I still follow him. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Why can't she talk to me like that? Why do we have to be fighting over a man? But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. Just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for your colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Or turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. See, I want to pick Miriam, but I feel as though that would be rude and also not turn out well because we quite literally just abandoned her 4 seconds ago. I feel like we're gonna turn to her and be like, oh my god, help, and she's gonna be like, no, I'm busy with Clank, remember? So I kind of feel like I need to turn to Colonel Sanders. I don't like that this is like putting me in a weird spot between my friend and Colonel Sanders. I'm not excited for how that part ends up, but why fight when you can polycule? That's my motto. Nommers, that's what I'm saying. Why do we have to do this right now? If there's anyone in this room I don't want to be fighting, it's Ashley. I'll tell you that. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Kay as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Kay's natural talent or their loyalty. That's right. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. Defeated. Getting... Sorry. Never mind. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. That sounds so good right now. Look at this. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular, and Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Oh, there's nothing to get. I was trying to find a joke, and it didn't work, so I said never mind. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of food fight right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Wait, the game acknowledges that we low-key love her. Van, do something! Uh-oh. Food fight! Okay. Tomorrow, the channel points will be fixed, and I still need to figure out Nightbot being so strict with you guys. I'm sick of not being able to have any fun on my side of the internet. At least for the streamathon. It could let up a little, you know what I mean? Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Oh no. No more yelling. I'll behave. Yeah, during the streamathon I need to scream. Yeah, you're so right. I'll fix it. I'll figure out how. Hold on right there, Kay. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I has potatoes face? I'm throwing it at Van's lips, am I right? Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Octopus was an option, wasn't it? I should have picked it. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. Oh no. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. Oh my god, it killed him. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. It killed him? When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment and then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsies, tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Is he really dead? I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. He died. Dave is on a 5-stream streak. Oh my god, that is so nice of you. Thank you. 5-stream streak. You guys are being so nice to me to start off the streamathon. That's so nice. Thank you. Yes, new emotes. I hope you like them. I hope you enjoy using them. I thought that they were cute. I tried to pick a good range of cute little guys for the 5 slots I have open right now, so enjoy the emotes. I can't believe he died. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. Poor guy. If you already went through this, well, I'm just catching up. Yeah, no problem. I'll go through it a million times for you guys. I went through it at the top of stream, so like no one was here yet. And Bearcat with the sub to Dave, thank you. Oh my gosh. Dave, enjoy your sub emotes as well. And Bearcat, thank you for gifting that to Dave. That's so nice. Thank you. Big fans of Kay here today. Thank you guys. Thank you. OMG, here she goes. Thank you. I know, Bearcat is so sweet in everyone's chats. Thank you guys. That's so nice. I'm so happy to be doing this right now, and I'm so happy to be kicking off the streamathon and to be able to stream all week for my birthday. And I'm not gonna get emotional, but I'm so happy to have met you guys and started streaming. I'm so happy. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. It looks pretty. I like it. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. I'm everyone's sugar mama this week. $dollar bills, y'all. So true. 42. Oh no, play along, no. Jared, come back. Hold on. Dang, should have had you give me a sub instead of buying my own. Guys, I have to... No. Don't turn on shield mode. That's not what I meant to do. Jared, don't worry. I'm bringing you back. You're untimed out. Everybody, welcome back to the chat. Jared from Play Along Pod. You beat me to it. Fun Police. Nightbot. Fun Police. I mean, Nightbot is back. Noms is too speedy. Jared, what did you say? Was it in all caps? Is that why? What happened? Nightbot is not having fun. I needed a first badge, which gifts don't get, I think. Very good point. Aw, you guys are so nice to me. Thank you. I'm sorry Jared got timed out in the midst of all the fun. You think I would have learned? No, you think that I would have remembered to tell Nightbot to shut up by now. No, it was just a bunch of money for Bearcat's dollar bills. Oh yeah, he doesn't... Nightbot's killing the fun, and I was like, he doesn't like fun. No, Nightbot doesn't like emoji spam. I really need to fix that. I'm sorry, guys. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. It's been like 6 hours. Colonel Sanders. Confessing your feelings for somebody and calling them Colonel is so funny. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. Hottie's back. I love this background music. Me too. And I like the cricket sounds. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, geez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream. Day and night. Never stopping. Never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. Yeah, we can tell, babe. You look good. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, and that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Ugh. Hey, no, you... Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Did his hair just change? Yeah, it did. That's so funny. This background music is so nice. I like that they have so many different settings and, like, actual music. I was not expecting this to be as good as it is. And I kind of like it. Is that weird? Also, if we finish this on stream today, which is my plan to go until we finish, this will be my first game that I complete in 2026, which will be so funny. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. That's so sad. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. What the hell is happening? Cecily! Thank you for subbing. Enjoy your sub emotes. I hope you have fun with them. You guys! What is happening? Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you guys. We hype in. That's me. Me when I'm hungry. That's what I look like. This is a good representation of how I feel I look when I am hungry. Cecily can confirm. Why is this game actually funny and enjoyable? I don't know. I was expecting us to like run through it and be like, okay, that was like kind of silly and stupid, but I had a good time. But why is it actually really good? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid, be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See? Is he's rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence? What will you do? Stop. Yeah, Noms has 5 eyes and sporks for teeth. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Does 1 damage. It just got real! That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. I'm gonna attack again. I kind of feel like this is probably another way you can get a game over. Good thing we practice turn-based stuff with Bravely Default. So true. Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack and focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I feel like I should defend. I'm getting a gut feeling. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, this is not happening, this is not happening. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again and use Utela Tensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Oh no. Cook with Love again. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Remember that cheese from the cheese touch from Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded... What did that say? Whatever that said. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot pie power pinch? What the heck? Does 10 damage and Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. Okay, guys, finish him or spare. Good thing we practiced turn-based stuff with Bravely Default. I also love Trader Joe's despite the fact I've only been there twice and both involve Cecily in some way. Trader Joe's has really good stuff. I love their soup dumplings. And their snacks. They have really fun snacks there. I missed Bravely Default. Did you enjoy what you played? I did. We'll be playing it again during the streamathon. I actually loved it. I was really scared, but I put it on easy mode, and I'm loving it so far, and haven't stopped I haven't stopped thinking about it since we played it. It was so fun. I was just about to say that. Sponsor me, TJs. Take him out. Finish him. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack. You ready? Your final attack. You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction. Does 10 damage and Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me today. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. Okay, I think we made the right choice. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. We're in his room. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before you eyes. How? That's not what that said. He must have helped you get home, and you're oh wait, this is my room. Okay, still, whatever. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. He's in my room! Well, I guess he's not anymore. But he was. And he may be again, because I have 2 more nights left. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. True. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. I hope she's not mad at me. Okay, good. She's talkative, so we're good. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. It's her AI boyfriend. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. What does that mean? Oh, I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Okay, yeah. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy like I am with Colonel Sanders. No, I'm not. Why am I saying that? I'm being a hypocrite right now. He was just in my room. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Yeah, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, oh no, don't do this. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Ooh, we're fighting. Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Definitely make up a fake ingredient. I don't think that's right. That's not a cool move, you know? Oh, ew. It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. That's bold of her to ask and then immediately whip out her phone and be like, no, nothing. I'm not doing anything over here, so. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Pretty. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school on a horse for some reason. Stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him. Is run to him a bit desperate? What if we get run over by the horse? Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. That's what I sound like when I try to read messages on stream. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Kay just really gets nervous around people that they like. Oh, Kay just gets really nervous around people they like. See what I mean? What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see her two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Uh-oh. See, there's the popcorn in the back on the chalkboard, but it's clearly chicken. Words are hard. That's so true. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. Hold on, I need to like chug this. Okay. I didn't want to risk you guys having to listen to that. Okay. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Wait, that's a really funny thing to say. Tell them to stop acting immature or act like you're not interested, but really try and get a closer look. I'm gonna do that. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. That's like 3 puns. I know. I liked that. I thought that was funny. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. No, you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules. I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clink must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. Don't talk to him like that. You're making him cry. Oh, see? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. What do you... Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. What is he? Is he actually an air fryer or whatever? Oh, pressure cooker. That's what she said. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Clank said, your mother. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about... Guys, why is reading getting so hard all of a sudden? It's because it's an hour and a half in. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. I think it must be over me is so funny. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely she must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town and my tiny legs are very, very tired. Corgis are so cute, you guys. Their little legs. But I'm here now and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. I don't know about that, but you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Kay? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Okay, a glass of water, a shimmering pepper, or a dog biscuit? A pepper, I guess? A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh, you must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy, you feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Aw, man. The ghost being like a thing in here now is so silly. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. Yikes. The last of its kind on Earth. Okay, if I didn't eat it, it was gonna like go bad anyway. Like, what do you want me to like say to that, you know? And why is it on the sample platter if I'm not supposed to eat it? We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. I need a screenshot of just these hotties. BRB going to clean up my dishes. Okay, sounds good. See you in a sec, Bearcat. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. Also, don't forget to take a break if you need one. Thank you. Thank you for that reminder. Maybe I should take a BRB for a second at the end of this day or something to like gulp tea or something. There's a lot of talking for this one. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time or step up and tell them you're on. I think I'm gonna tell them you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Kay. Where's your hydration? Unacceptable. I'll count it as a hydrate. Thank you for that. What happened, Dave, is that I was trying to fix my daily star counter. And then when I was trying to use StreamerBot, I like read something that said that it'll only, I don't know, like I could only do what I was trying to do if I like deleted all of my redeems first, and then it still didn't work, so I deleted all my redeems for nothing and I have to set them back up. So they'll be back tomorrow. And then you can use all your channel points on all the redeems. I need to think of more redeems too. I had one in mind, but now I forget it already. Bad bot, exactly. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. I'm obsessed with him still being on the podium. Like, is there an extra podium in the cafeteria? Does that podium wheel? Like, these are things I want to know. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Oh! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly. What? The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. Oh, the hard way. Like doing things the hard way. Sorry, I don't know why. I don't know why that got me. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. She looks so cute, standing like that. I will defeat you myself. But you can't see her chicken tights like that. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really oppress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs out, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Okay. What temperature does water boil at? That's wrong. Perfect. We're already off to a bad start. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did you say he used? 11. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? No, I got it wrong again. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Oh, begging. Okay. Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? How am I supposed to know this? Okay. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling? No! He said don't make me get the spray bottle. Crap. Okay. Well, I got game over. I feel like this would be a good time for a BRB. I'll go chug like orange juice or something and then come back and actually be able to read. So it'll only be like 1 minute and I'll be right back. Okay. See you guys in a sec. We'll try to win that without getting another game over. even though I have no idea how I'm supposed to know those answers. Okay, BRB. Hello. Water is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, good to know. Thank you. I did not know that. 100 degrees Fahrenheit sounded really hot to me. I guess not. I'm looking for... Also, guys, I wanted to say, I realized when I was like switching screens to do the BRB screen and stuff that you guys completed a level 1 Hive Train. Thank you for that. That was so sweet. That's the first time that that's ever happened, and I think I didn't process or see that that's what was happening when it was happening, so thank you so much. That's so sweet. What a great birthday gift for me for the beginning of my birthday streamathon, and I just love having you guys in here. Thank you. I gotta bounce and head home for the day. Always love hanging out in the streams. Have fun playing the rest of this insane game. Excited for the streamathon. Yes, safe travels, Jared. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad you got to see some of that. And I hope you have a great rest of your night. Okay. I'm opening up these because I feel like eating one will help. 212 degrees Fahrenheit. How do you know? How do you guys know that? Celsius is based on water, so 0 is freezing and 100 is boiling. Oh! Sorry, I'm being a stupid American. I feel like I should know that, though. But I just don't know that. Okay. Fahrenheit is based on human reaction. 0 is cold and 100 is hot. Oh. Huh. I really wish we didn't use, like, different... Because water freezes at negative 32 Fahrenheit. It freezes at negative 32? Why did I just eat a, I just ate a Lifesaver. Sorry if you heard that crunch. I just ate a Lifesaver, but I literally had these right next to me. Whatever, anyway. I hate talking to my Canadian besties when they use Celsius because then I have to math. I feel that. I've been there. Pretty sure. Okay. I did not know that. Okay. Let's try this again. You're right. It's not negative. Okay, that's what I thought. It's 32. 32 is freezing. But it's negative something for Celsius, right? Or no. No, probably not. It probably freezes. I don't know. Okay, we can skip through this until we get to the... Oh. Stand them up and tell them you're on. Thank you guys for, sticking around for the break, by the way. I appreciate that. I needed that. And thank you, Bearcat, if you're somewhere in here lurking. Thank you for reminding me to take a break because my voice was starting to crack all the time. 0 is freezing in Celsius. Okay. Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. That unironically would motivate me. He said 11. Okay. I feel like maybe it's like vigilance. No, it's wrong. It was gratitude. No. When you were a child, okay, I remember that they said the small town one was right. You try to shut out the noise. What is the sound of success? Maybe silence? Okay, cool. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing, and now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a I didn't mean to... What did I click? Oh, it's because they gave me less time because I was daydreaming about him. No! What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. Oh no. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Kay does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. No, why would I do that? But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. That's like that saying that like lazy people do. What is it? lazy people work twice as hard or something. Sometimes I have to remember that because I can be pretty lazy. And sometimes it's true. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Kay's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Kay to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. This is reminding me, I just watched The Bear. I don't know if you guys like that show, but it's so good. It was good. I finished it, unfortunately, but I think a new season is coming. Oh my gosh, it was so fun to watch. It was like a little intense. Maybe like fun isn't the right word, but I loved it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Ooh, this looks so good. I want this. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. Oh, I don't think he meant that as a compliment, though. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel or put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. No, I'm not going to stand in between them. That's weird. Your rage burns so intensely with your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, and perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now, not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. Fill your fryer was so funny. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. Oh. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Okay. I feel like, you know, I don't know. I feel like they were really trying to make the Colonel sound good here. Like, I feel like they want you to think of like the real person on the KFC bucket like this, you know? Yay! Where the hell did he come from? Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster. It is? I thought... Nah, not happening. I thought that he was dead. Gorko, the spork monster, is here to fight a hero. Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge them. Gorko just wants to be loved. That's true. Now I feel bad for him. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Kay is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. See, Bearcat, you were right. I suppose we don't really need to fight. It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do. I do. Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this! You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. I wish they would stop showing the biscuit looking so heavenly. Like, I want one. And I don't have biscuits. I have sourdough Hawaiian bread, but I have no biscuits. Delicious! You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student at this school. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. New buddy, whose twin we murdered, yeah. I'm feeling grateful that he's willing to look past that. You know? We're moving past that blip in our relationship. Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. Oh, that's the one! That's the one we found and the hotties stole. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and... What does that say? Guile? Ugh, my water ended up all the way on the other side of the room. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Kay, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Ooh! Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. It's so nice in here. The pics on the wall. Oh my gosh. I wish we could zoom. I don't know how to, like, I don't think I can, but what the heck? Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Well, that's cute. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Do you think the candle is fried chicken scented? Yes, I do. Yeah. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to... I feel like that literally is a picture of a chicken. Sorry for my close-up, but I actually do literally think that is a fried chicken scented candle. Can I zoom in on here? I'll zoom in later. We'll figure this out later. We'll get to the bottom of it. Anyway, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. The mystery will be solved. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? No, obviously reveal it. He told you his secret. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. I love coleslaw. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I love coleslaw. Wow, the coleslaw. I'm a coleslaw fiend. Me too, Nommers. Me too. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Okay, we get to figure out the... Let's look at the candle. Oh, a scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's redacted. So kind of. It's fried chicken adjacent. Tap an item to discover... Okay, what is this? A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Oh, come on. Let's look at the chicken statue. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Uh-oh. The door opened. Why? You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. I wonder if the KFC account still only follows the Spice Girls and 6 dudes named Herb. Was that a thing? I never heard of that. That's so funny. What the heck? Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? Blend of 11 herbs and spices. That is so funny. What the heck? I need to look at this. Can we find out, please? KFC. Instagram. Their at is just at KFC. Damn, they either had to make it really early or... Yeah, they're still following 10 people. I can't see because I'm signed in, but that is so funny. Anyway, can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. Oh my gosh. It was their Twitter thing. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, let's look at these. Oh, an adorable little baby boy with a full-grown mustache and beard crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. Jeez. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? That's true. This photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices? Was he time traveling now? One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is? Tap on an item. Okay. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Ugh. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Oh my gosh. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Oh my god. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has an... Am I still wearing his coat? Yeah, okay. That's so embarrassing. He has a new dish that he has been working on and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. What would the big move be? That's so weird. Why don't I just tell the truth? You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door, but the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Well, yeah, I want to eat the food. Colonel? Yes, Kay? I honestly think this may oh my god. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. This is so silly. You awake to... Oh, I stayed the night. You awake to... Well, yeah, duh. That's what they just said. A beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. It does look beautiful. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Redacted. In some jurisdictions, redacted isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Oh, it's chicken and wait. It's chicken and biscuits. I was gonna say it's chicken and waffles, but it's literally not. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. By the way, that was so funny, the like angelic like sound effects. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Take him down a peg or flatter him? I'll flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Everybody's really dramatic in this game. Like, I feel like this conversation is like fine. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. Wasn't I like against doing that last night? Like I was like, no, maybe when it's like an emotional situation, don't just run out the door. I guess I couldn't take it anymore. Okay guys, this is our last day of school. I wonder what ending we'll get. Okay. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. Time sure flies. We did a whole semester in 2 hours. Well, it'll be under 3. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay. But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short. Okay, I'm taking another sip. I need to regroup. I think Date Everything will be better for moving forward with dating sims on the channel because I feel like I need to train my voice to talk this much. And Date Everything is fully voice acted. Whoa, almost dropped my phone. I'm so curious about Date Everything. Let's play it. Let's play it during the streamathon. You'll get like a good glimpse into it too because I'm already like halfway through it. So you won't have to sit through like the beginning, but there are still a bunch of characters, like, it'll be well-rounded because there are characters whose story I'm at the end oh my god, sorry. characters whose stories I'm at the end of, characters I'm in the middle of romancing or befriending, and characters that I haven't even found yet. So we can totally do that. And then you can like see kind of like if you like the vibes, you know? Amazing, let's go. Okay, cool. We can do that. Who's your stan? For date everything? Or for this game? You're probably talking about date everything. I would say Shadow Lord, Nightmare. Who am I missing? Sophia, the safe. I'm missing someone. I would say my top, what, this all checks out. Emo kid vibes. Read me like a book. Yeah. I used to have the scene haircut and everything. No big deal. But yeah, Nightmare would be my top, but like my number one. And I mean, no, not Nightmare, sorry. Shadow Lord was my number one. It went down a little when the big reveal happened, but Nightmare is my number two, I would say. And then Sophia is pretty fun. And then, what's his name? The one you stare at the wall to get, and he's like a douche. I think he's so funny. He's not like one of my favorite to like date or anything, but I just think that he was so funny. His dialogue made me like laugh out loud. So, let me see if I can bring up, since I can't stop talking about him. Hold on. By the way, guys, I want to tell you, since his name is XX Shadow Lord 420XX, I was like not thinking clearly, and I went to look him up to show somebody at work. Shadow Lord, or I was trying to like look up Shadow Lord at work or something. I immediately had to turn my phone down because like I had to go like this and turn my phone over and put it down because what I looked up instead was Shadow Lord XXX. Those images are burned into my brain. And I was like, why was that so explicit? Like immediately. And then I looked at what I typed in and I was like, Jesus Christ. Girl, please. It's just like Hank or something, right? Yeah, I think his name's just Hank. Or are the Hanks or the Hangers? Actually, I think. Okay. Yeah, the Hanks are the Hangers. I don't know what his name is. I forget. But he's like the Jesus Christ, the existential dread guy. Yeah. I'm trying to find like a good picture that takes up like the whole screen. Whatever, this works. Okay, let me see if I can get this screen on here. Doug, yes, thank you. How do I do this? Window capture. He's cool, right? Daddy! Daddy! Exclamation point hottie. For real. So I saw him and I immediately was like speed running the days to try to go back and talk to him and get the rest of his story. Shadow Daddy, that's right. And his, here, hold on. Let me turn that off for a sec. See if you guys can hear this. How do I, oh, okay. Where is it? I'm looking for the theme song so you guys can hear it. Oh, found it. This is what plays when you talk to him. Can you guys hear it? It gets better. Yeah. Yes, it is. 100,000% the emo kid choice. He's my favorite. And I was so sad because once you finish romancing them, you're like done. You like have to move on and talk to the other people. And I was like, no, come back. I missed him so much. Reminds me of going to Riot Fest and not knowing any of the bands. So yeah, that's my hubby. So glad I could introduce you guys to him. Okay. But yeah, we can definitely play Date Everything. Let me write that down. Date Everything for... What is this called? Streamathon. Yeah, I love him. His voice actor, too, has been, like, a ton of other, like, well-known people. And Fallout, right? Right. Wait, I have to look at Fallout. I'm scared. You don't have to. I know, but if you actually want to see it, like, I'm willing to check it out, you know? If you actually think it would be fun to watch me play. If you're just joking, that's fine, too. But if you're kind of, like, half joking, I'll look, you know? Long story short, he took me skydiving. Now that we've seen Shadowlord, I guess I'll return to speaking with Miriam. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? Half joking? Okay, I'll look. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. Oh no. Fallout. I'm putting stars next to it so that I remember that it's for Nommers. It's important. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. Neither one of us are being, like, great friends right now, but it's fine. And I went on a date, too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. That's so sweet. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter the rivals in your quad. Your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. No. I am not important. Nommers, that is not true. You are important to everyone in here. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped, too. They're being mean. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? And then I said the most cliche thing in the world. Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? Oh, neck crack. You've got some nerve, Kay, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse? Don't put that on me. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Kay, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Kay, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Oh no, my feud is getting me in trouble. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Kay? Oh no, I'm getting pushed to the wayside. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire. Grimory? I think they call it a grimory in Wicked, right? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? Oh wait, I feel like she said it like this. Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. It's like that in Wicked because the wizard is dumb. So it is grimoire, right? By the way, the wizard, well, in the movie. Also, has anyone seen the play? I saw the play like a long time ago. That was fun. I saw it with my aunt like randomly like years ago. But in the movie, Jeff Goldblum being the wizard, I kind of like that. The spell the wizard says is just him saying Omaha. Oh my god. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. No, why would I do this? If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. 1, that's horrible. 2, not the way to handle things. 3, that's not even true, because then you'll just forget him, walk in, he'll be there. You'll have the whole daydreaming sequence again once you see him again. What the hell are you talking about? That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. I don't believe that's true. A pretty good excuse? A midterm? A final? Like, I'm so confused. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. What does that mean? His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry, reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Or, dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Well, why would I give him old homework? He's a culinary chef dog. He's not gonna want old homework. Let's wait. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Uh-oh. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence. He knows him by name. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. Oh my gosh. He got so mad, and now look how cute he's being. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his... Oh, what did that say? Present has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in the... Whatever, I'm sure it just said he calmed down. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Kay, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go on any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. Oh, Clink is sad. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clink appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clink's language of mechanical noises. Talk about true love. This girl learned a whole different way of speaking in like half a day to go on a date with Clank. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends, you had to show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan. J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Jesus. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Oh no. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. I wonder if she breaks up with who she's with no matter what, or if you pick, who was the other option? The kid? If you picked the little baby, she wouldn't be dating him, so I wonder how that story turns out. That's weird. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before... I have a cat hair on my mic. 2, actually. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Aww. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. Why do they keep calling all the food tiny? I'm so confused. Or is that going to be the final test? I don't know. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. Aww. If it's not Pop or Clank... Why would it be Pop? I'm so confused. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. That's sweet. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup, and I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. Love it up? While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. We're doing it, guys. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man-man, and his evil-er counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Kay's famous chicken pot pie. That sounds good right now. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cramp session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. I love the petals flowing every single time he comes through. Kay, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. That sounds so good. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Obviously, I'm not going to let it burn in there. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. Ooh, sorry, hold on. I hit the wrong button. Okay. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC, but it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. Looks beautiful. I'm literally getting hungry from this. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step off for the cook-off of a lifetime. Mac and cheese with the pot pie. Oh my gosh. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll put you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Maybe it's just that Miriam's thing is making really tiny food for some reason. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. This is making me want to watch Great British Bake Off. Also, sorry for the sirens if you can hear them. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Love Great British Bake Off. I know, it's so wholesome, but it's like fun because like sometimes dramatic stuff does happen, like somebody dropping their whole like the whole like half of their showstopper that they just spent like an hour making. So it's like interesting, but it's also like low stakes because they're not even competing for a prize or anything. They're just there for the love of the game. So it's really cute. Never watched it. Namers, I don't know what kind of TV you like. I don't know if you would like it, but if it sounds interesting, I definitely recommend watching. Like if you're on the fence, I'd say do it. It's really wholesome and cute. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster! Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. What? Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. I love her. I wish she could have been my love instance? My love interest. I watch dumb shit and Fallout. Oh, this is why Namers wants me to stream Fallout. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. I love Clank. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all. Oh my gosh. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? Wait, so we didn't get back the one that they had, and they didn't steal it from us. We just both have one? That's so weird. I need more people to talk about Fallout lore? Okay. I understand that feeling. Let me look at it. Whoa, this is so different from my usual. Oh, Oh, this is why it sounds familiar, because I've heard of Fallout New Vegas. I'm sure everyone has. Okay, I have the tab up so I don't forget to look into it. I like Fallout, but I don't know enough about lore to hold that conversation. Sorry, Noms. You've got a book of your own and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. Why would I do that? Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I applied to their reality TV show? When was that? What's their reality TV show? That's, intense. That's so funny. First of all, they announced it last week, so you just applied, so you might be in there? And you don't know yet? Noms, we could see you on TV. What is their, like, what is the premise? It's locking people in a vault. Noms, that's scary. You're brave for that. Okay, I believe in UK. Miriam notices too.
Ah.
And I've always believed in UK since we were little kids because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Oh no. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? This is so silly. Steve the spork monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical... Oh, wait, I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed the magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know what? When I was just a little spork pup back in the old country, you can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Oh. And then challenges based on special. Strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. Noms, that sounds crazy. Well, good luck. Tell us if you get in. Tell us if you're gonna be on TV. That'll be crazy. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus or whatever I said. I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics. I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class. And when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep down within yourself or give up and drop out of culinary school. No. I'll keep trying. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orangey. I keep hitting it. As culinary energy flows through you, or whatever it said. I'd probably have to sign an NDA. Okay. So if you disappear for a little while, I'll have an idea of where you are. The music, wait. That's so funny. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this freaking ghost again. Yes, Kay, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning. The power you'd been Oh my god. Or I'm at a wedding in Connecticut. Okay. Either or. Noms is either locked in a vault or at a wedding in Connecticut. Similar experiences. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Oh my god. But don't worry, dear Kay, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. Is this allowed? Like 5 different people have helped me with this dish. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With the time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hee hee, I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. No. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? Why is the corgi getting mad at him? He obviously didn't put himself up there. When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. Oh, I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clink, where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. They're tiny. Oh my god, that's so cute. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny, oh no, Narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. Add some, yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. Aw, why do I feel bad for him? And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. I'm glad that me and Miriam are okay at the end of this all. I was worried about that. Thank you, Kay, for helping me believe in myself. Van Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? I wish I could see what kind of shoes he was wearing. It looks like just regular black boots. I kind of wish they had heels. Hewn. Thank you. Thanks, Noms. Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slush around. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. And Sprinkles is growling. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Oh no. I'm here to help. That frog is so... Is that a frog? Is that a dinosaur? A lizard? Do I know anything? That thing is so cute. Gator? That's cute too. I can't eat this. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Aw, those are so cute, Noms. The heart one especially. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Allie is a good follow, highly rec. Will you send me who you're talking about? Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That is pretty, but I see what they mean about her not being like refined, you know? That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. That's so funny. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Kay? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and I did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. She's so funny. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. Well, that's fair. She should just be herself. It might be a little less exhausting. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive, high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. Sent you a link on Discord. Thank you, Noms. That's perfect. DJ Dog is in the house. Ow, 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 woo. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. Look at these hotties, you guys. I didn't catch that. Can we hear that again? Oh, oh, oh! Wait, they look so cute. Her fit looking very fine, I know. Exclamation point hottie. For a moment, you actually believe them. Wait. I should make an alias for that when I make it and do exclamation point hotties, just in case there's multiple, you know? For a moment, you actually believe them. Okay, everyone, group howl. Oh! Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Stop, that's so sad. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. That's cute. Student, yeah, because we don't know his name. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, Student walks off. Oh, oh, Miriam's outfit looks so cute with her hair too. These colors are cute. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat, a crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. The pedals on the screen every single time he arrives are so funny. Girl, yes, good job. That emote's cute too. Yeah, good for her. Miriam's right about that. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Oh my gosh. The end? Question mark? Did we complete it? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Kay, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Kay. How sweet, we'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Uh-oh. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Excuse you? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school? No, girl. No. Oh, my dear Kay, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. Excuse me, we have the same degree. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Girl, whatever. Whatever. Whoa. Sorry, Dave. Woohoo! We finished it! My first completed game of the year. And who knew when this year rolled around that my first completed game of the year would be I Love You, Colonel Sanders. That was crazy. That was awesome. That was not at all what I expected it to be. I don't think Sanders is the best romance option. I don't think so either, but I kind of feel like I didn't get an option. You know? That was stupid. It wasn't stupid. I had fun, but I wish there were, like, other options, you know? Aw, you're using your little emote, your sub emote. That looks so cute. I'm glad I went with the owls. Okay, well, I need to write down that I finished that. That is so exciting. I finished a game before January was over. That is so fun. I mean, let me date Sprinkles. Let me date Sprinkles. I mean, the owls are so cute. Good job, dude. Thanks. Thanks, guys, for being in here for all that. That was so fun. And successful first day of Streamathon, I would say. You guys started a hype train. That's never happened in my channel before. Thank you guys for all the subs. Thank you for the gifted sub, Bearcat. That was so sweet of you. And thank you guys for hanging out with me on the first day of my birthday Streamathon. You guys are already, we're like a week out from my birthday. You guys are already making it so special, so thank you. We need a games completed counter on stream. That's a good idea. You guys have such good ideas. What would I do without you? Thank you. Okay, tomorrow, I don't really know the plan. I think I'm home all day tomorrow, so the time will be possibly random. Because I'll just decide when the best time is. It's not going to be like today where like I couldn't do it in the morning because I had an appointment and stuff. And we'll see what we end up playing. Good plan. Yeah, thanks. My plan is no plan, like usual. I'm great at helping people stream despite the fact I've never streamed. Yeah, you are. You know, you have all the good ideas for what to add. So thank you. We played a dating sim today, so I'm thinking Little Goody Two Shoes tomorrow, maybe? Or we can keep going with Bravely Default. I'll see what I'm in the mood for, I guess. But yeah, I really want to like show you guys Little Goody Two Shoes because I know I was talking about it the other day. And I think you guys might like watching it. It's really cool. So it's like a dating sim during the day too. And then when you go to sleep is when it turns into like the actual gameplay, like scary stuff. If you need help with OBS, I have fun making BS in there. Oh, I am very beginner with OBS. So yeah, let me know what you like to mess with in here. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys for using all your new emotes. That was so cute to see. I'm glad that you guys were enjoying them. Thanks for hanging in there until I got some. And, yeah, no micro streams tomorrow. Only the real stream. unless there is a micro stream. And if that does happen, it's because I'm still trying to make my daily star happen. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all I have for you guys. Let me pull up my little outro music since I switched it to the Shadow Daddies song. And can you blame me? Girl, get those micro streams. World's first micro streamer. Like I said earlier, I'm changing my bio to micro streamer. Okay. Yeah. And tomorrow, by the way, our Channel Point redeems should be back up. Fingers crossed. Channel Point redeems and exclamation point hottie, hopefully. That would be perfect to get up in time for Bravely Default and Little Goody Two Shoes. So I will remember to do that. And I had so much fun with you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye.